Hello, my dear students. Welcome you all for Statistical Application in Business class. Myself, Dr. Lakshma Mahecha, working as an assistant professor, Department of Commerce and Management, Government First Grade College, Anekal, Bangalore district. Let us discuss in the present session introduction to time series. Okay. So, time series. So, the meaning of time series is time series is a series of numerical data which have been recorded at different intervals of time. It is a record of changes in variables over a period of time. So what the time series means is it is the record of the changes in variables. So changes in variables, either it is a sales or production or profit or turnover, or if it is a net profit or gross profit. So whatever the changes over a period of time, that we have to record in a series of numerical data. Okay, so that is called as time series. So time series is nothing but is a series of numerical data, means it is in figures which have been recorded at different intervals of time. So different intervals of time is nothing but from past 5 years or from past 6 years or 8 years or 10 years, like that. If you will go on recording and maintaining the changes in variables, that is called as time series. So what are the uses of time series? What are the main uses? Why we are going to analyze the time series? So because of these reasons, it helps to understand the past behavior. So what is our sales or production in past 10 years back? What is our turnover is, what is our sales, or what is our production, and thereby it helps in predicting the future behavior. If you will study the past turnover, so based on that we can make plans and we can predict. So after 5 years, what is our turnover? After 5 or 10 years, what is our share price or our turnover or our profit? That we can predict with the help of time series. Okay, so it helps in planning future operations. So future planning for future operation based on present trend, present series, we can make plan for future operation. So based on the present data and past data, see past and present data, we can able to predict or we can able to make plan for future operations. Okay, plan for future operations. If for example, if at present we have 2 manufacturing units and the turnover is like this, so based on the present and past data we can plan for future. Next, after 5 years or after 2 years, we can make plan to establish our units in 2 more places. Okay, that is for planning. Okay, for planning purpose we are going to use the time series analysis. Okay, students. So next is it helps in comparing the actual performance with the expected performance. See, this is very important. We have to compare actually our performance is how much, okay, with expected performance. Expected performance means, for example, if our profit, if it is 50 lakhs and expected performance if it is 70 or 80 lakhs, so and the variations, so 30 lakhs is variations, if any, can be analyzed. Why 30 lakh variations is happens in our business? So we have to compare actual performance with expected performance in variations. So and the variations, how much of variations is happens in sales or in export or in import or in production. So what is our actual performance and expected performance, is it? So expected performance is usually more than actual performance, is it? So if it is any variations, if it is there, that we have to analyze why the turnover is low, what is the reason. So if we can find out the reasons, we can make plans and we can formulate policies to get that much of turnover. Okay, students, for that purpose time series analysis is very helpful. Okay, it also helps in comparing different time series and thereby important conclusions can be drawn therefrom. So comparing different time series is nothing but we will compare past 2 years back what is our business turnover, now present what is our business turnover. So thereby important conclusions can be drawn. So thereby we can take important decisions. Either the turnover, either if it is increases, well and good. If it is decreases, what is the reason for decreases in turnover? The turnover or the sales or profit or production is not up to our mark. For that, what is the reason? So we can make conclusion and we can draw the relevant business plans or programs to match up that target. Okay, for that purpose, time series analysis is very much helpful for corporate business sectors. Okay, so let us see components of time series. So what are the components of time series? Secular trend or long-term movement, seasonal variation, and cyclical variation, and random fluctuation. So these are the components of time series. So based on the situation wise, the time series analysis is happens in company. Okay, so these are the different methods for measuring trend: free and graphic method, semi-average method, moving average method, least square method. See students, here methods of measuring trend. So according to your syllabus point of view, you have moving average method and least square method. These two methods you have for the examination point of view, and your syllabus point of view, you have two methods. One is moving average method and least square method. Okay students, so these two methods are important for the examination point of view, and you may expect one or two questions for section C. Okay, so in the present session, let us solve some problems on least square method. So for this least square method, the formula is YC, that is YC is nothing but trend value. So trend value, how to find out the trend value? With the help of A plus BX. YC is nothing but trend value. So YC is equal to A plus BX. So what is meant by A? How to find out A? A is equal to sigma Y by N. So B is equal to sigma XY by sigma X square. So with the help of A and B, we can able to find out YC. YC is equal to A plus BX. Okay, students. So let us see the problem now. Calculate the trend value by applying least square method. Okay, see here very clearly in the exam also you can get this question like this: trend value by applying least square method. So years they are given, sales, see they are given variable, sales they are given 1996, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002. This is the series of record of series of over a period of time. From past 3 year number of years, 2, 4, 6, 7 years they are given. So based on these, we can expect what should be the 2003, 2004, 2005, what should be our sales will be. Is it? So for this purpose, we are going to use the time series analysis. So sales they're given 20, 23, see it comes down 22, 25, 26, 29 and 30. It's gone increases except 1998. Is it? So with the help of time series, we can predict 2010 what should be our sales based on this data. Is it? See, that is the use of time series analysis. Let us see how we have to solve the problem. So like this, year, sales. These two are given in the problem itself. 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002. Okay. Sales given 20, 23, 22, 25, 26, 29, 30. You have to make all these total. You will get, this is called as Y, 175. That is sales. or the sales or production or profit or turnover or export or import, like that they are going to give for this y column. Okay, variable column. So you have to find out x. Okay, so how to find out x? See here, students. So see the number of years: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 means odd years, no? Odd years. 7, 5, 9, 11 or odd years, no? For that, what you have to do? Middle year you have to take as 0. Middle year. From 1996 to 2002, middle year is 1999. For that year, you put 0. You just write as 0. Above years, you have to write -1, -2, -3. Okay. So after 1999, after 0, you for the subsequent years, you write down +1, +2, +3. Like that, you have to find the x value. Very simple x value. The number of years. If it is odd year, for middle year you put 0. Above years you put -1, -2, -3. For subsequent years you put +1, +2, +3. Okay, students. Now you make x into x square. 3 into 3, 9. 2 into 2, 4. 1 into 1, 1. 0. 1. 2 into 2, 4. 3 into 3, 9. Okay, student. So this is comes together x square. Okay, got it. This is called as x square. How much you will get? 28. Okay. So this is x, y. See, this is x, no? This is y. Sales or profit or production, whatever it may be, we have to take it as y variable. So this is, we have to assume it is a y. So x into y, 20 into 3 minus, see here, 20 into -3 -60. 23 into -2 -46. 22 into -1 -22. 0. 26 into 1 26. 29 into 2 58. 30 into 3 90. Okay, students. Now you have to make the total. Whenever you are doing the total, if it is minus sign is there, what you have to do? First, you have to add up all the plus values. See here, 26 plus 58 plus 90. You make total. Then you make minus 22, -46, -60. Okay. So you will get 46. This is called as xy value. Xy value is 46. X square value is 28. Y value is 175. Okay, students. Now, how to do find out? A plus A is equal to sigma y by n. How much we got sigma y? 175. N is number of items. See, number of items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So number of years is 7. So 170 divided by 7, how much you will get? 25. So A is equal to 25. Okay, students. So B is equal to sigma xy by sigma x square. So this is sigma xy. How much? 46. Sigma x square, how much? 28. 46 divided by 28, how much you will get? 1.64. Okay. So A is equal to 25, B is equal to 1.64. Okay, students. So the equation of trend line is YC is equal to A plus BX. A how much? 25. B how much? 1.64x. So now we have to find out the trend values, no? See how we will find out. So write down here x column, that what we are done in the table, x values. Now what you have to do? You have to find out YC. YC is equal to trend value. Trend value is equal to A plus BX. A plus BX. So this is the formula. See here, A is 25. B is how much? 1.64x. Okay. So for 1996 here, 25 plus 1.64, x is how much? -3. See here, -3. So 25, See here, plus into minus will become minus. So 1.64 into 3 minus 25, you will get 20.08. Okay, this is called trend line, trend value. Okay, students. So like that, 1997, 25 plus 1.64 into 2. So 25 by plus into minus minus. So you just multiplied 1.64 into 2 minus 25, you will get 21.72. Next, 1998 is 25 minus 1.64, 23.36. Okay. 1999, 25 plus 1.64 into 0, that is equal to 25 only. Next, 2025, see here also plus is there. So here also plus is there. You have to make plus. 25 plus 1.64, 26.64. Okay, students? So 2001, 25 plus 1.64 into 2. 25 plus 1.64 into 2, you will get 28.28. 2002, 25 plus 1.64 into 3, 29.92. Okay. So this, whatever the total you will get YC, you will get the same value, 175. Same 175. Sigma Y, this is called as sigma Y, is equal to sigma YC. Okay. So sigma Y is equal. If you will make all these total 20.08, 21.72, 23.36, 25, 26.64, 28.28, 29.92, all together you will get 175. So your problem is correct. Your fruit, the actual sales is equal to trend sales. Okay, students. So like this, you have to compute the problem on trend line. Okay. See the next problem. Determine the trend by the method of least squares. Also find the trend values. Okay. You have to find out the trend value. Same with the, you have to prove sigma Y is equal to sigma YC. So here given value. Value is nothing but sigma Y. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. So how many number of years they are given? 8 years. See, this is different type of problem. The values they are given here. See students here. So here Y values they are given, no? Okay. Now see here how to find out X. If it is even year, okay, if it is odd year, what we will do, we will take the middle year as 0. Preceding values were taken -1, -2, -3, -4. Subsequent values were taken +1, +2, +3, +4, like that. If it is even years, how we have to do for that? So see here 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. So 53 and 54 is the middle years, no? 8 years. If it is 8 years, so if we will leave first 3, last 3, 53 and 54 is the middle years. So at that time you have to take the X values like this, minus 0.5. Okay, minus 0.5, minus 1.5, minus 2.5, minus 3.5, and subsequent values plus 0.5, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. Okay, like that you are going to find out the years. Okay, students. Okay, so and again X square. X square is 3.5 into 3.5, 2.5 into 2.5, 1.5 into 1.5. You will get X square value. Okay, students. Now what you have to do? X into Y. This is X value. This is Y value. So 346 into minus 3.5, minus 1211. Okay. 411 into 2.5, 1027.50. Okay, in trend line, whatever the fraction numbers you will get, take as it is. Why? Because see here 4334, you are there no in the sigma y. Whenever you are doing the YC, you have to get same value, YC. If you are make round up, you will not get this value. So therefore, fractions also you take as it is. Don't make it round up. 392 into 1.5 minus 588, 512 point into 0.5 minus 256. Like that, you are going to get sigma y, xy. Okay. So if it is even years, you have to find out x value like this, and you have to make x square, and you have to multiply x into y, you will get xy. The total of xy, it should be 2504. X square is 42 and y is 4334. Okay. Now what you have to do? You have to find out A. A is equal to sigma y by n. 4334 divided by 8. How much you will get? 541.75. 8 is number of years. Number of years is 8. So B is equal to sigma xy by sigma x square. 2504 divided by 42, you will get 59.60. So with the help of A value and with the help of B value, you have to find out YC. YC is equal to A plus BX. A how much? 541.75. B is 59.660. We have to multiply it into X. At that time, we are going to get the trend values. See how we have find out a trend values here. Trend, that is A plus BX. A is 541.75. B is 59.60 multiplied into X value. X minus 3.5 minus 2.5 minus 1.5 minus 0.5. If you multiply the values 541.75 plus 59.60 into 3.5, we will get 333.15. Okay. Then 541.75 plus 59.60 into 2.5, we will get 392.75. 541.75 plus 59.60 into 1.5, we will get 452.35. Okay. So see here. Here plus is there, no? Here plus. So here X values, if you will get minus here, you have to plus into minus will become minus. So at that time, you will get the values like this. So at that time, you will get the minus signs. So the total, if you will make this total, you will get 4,334. 4,334. The sigma y is equal to YC. This is called the trend line. So the total, if you will comes to this much, 4,334, you are proved sigma y is equal to sigma YC. Okay, student, like that you are going to practice this type of time series problems for section C. Okay. So similar type of problems we will take in the next session. Thank you.